the internet can sort of run with that and sort of make that your identity.
Your identity. Yeah. No, that's true in all aspects. You know, things you say, like you have to be careful, I guess, is kind of the lesson.
Maybe I should be a little more careful.
But people love
want to
Shady
get
Ben.
deposed in Tati's lawsuit, you know?
Oh my God.
All right, next question. What do you think about YouTube's different communities and why the beauty community is the most toxic
All right,
of them all?
Ben, forget everything you just said. Tell us your
Kind
real
of baiting
feelings.
me. I mean, there is a conversation going on right now about, is the beauty community more toxic than other communities on YouTube? And I think a lot of smaller makeup channels are sort of pushing back on that characterization. Is that fair to say?
Yes, because the beauty community is not just the 3 people that you hear about in the news causing the current scandals.
But,
Right?
but the thing is, it's not really just 3 people. I saw...
That was an example. Like
no. But like, I see what you're saying. And a lot of people are saying this, like maybe it's just some of your most problematic people with huge platforms that are sort of giving the whole genre a bad
look.
name. But I don't know if that's true because I think there's a long history of beauty guru influencers specifically acting poorly. And I wonder if there is something about...
You could say that about YouTubers in general.
But I mean, like, do you hear in like the ASMR community about like top ASMR artists like talking behind each other's back and lawsuits and
I mean,
racist
I don't
pasts
know.
and
Maybe. Like, I have no idea.
and maybe it's just not as big. But I do wonder if there's something about... I think there's something fundamentally superficial about makeup, right? It's about changing your appearance in a very superficial way. Maybe that's sort of undermining the artistic aspect of it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think people would reject that. Although I can see that from a outsider perspective because you're not someone who wears makeup.
But does it not seem to you that some of like the biggest people in the makeup and beauty community are just sort of celebrating the most superficial aspects of what it means to be beautiful? And are we surprised that those people then have pretty superficial values?
I wouldn't call just using makeup and like the skill of, you know, putting on blended eyeshadow. I wouldn't call that superficial because I really do believe in the artistic and like creative component as just a means of expression, and it's fun. It's like when I paint my nails. Is that for vanity? Like, not personally. Personally, it isn't a vanity project. For me, it's just I love the creative expression of like layering different colors. And so I can really appreciate that from a makeup perspective. And I've been someone who's played with makeup colors and done like crazy eyeshadow. I do think at the same time, though, that even though there's an artistry and a creativity, which I fully respect, and I believe like you can put on as much makeup as you want, have fun, I also don't want it to go too far to the point that young people feel like they have to put on a certain amount of makeup or they have to make other more serious modifications to their face to fit a certain standard of beauty. And that's where you start getting into this vanity landscape where it's about superficial looks and behavior.
It's hard for me. I don't really have an appreciation or understand where that line is.
Well, it's like you've seen me do crazy colors on my eyes. Is it because I'm superficial? No. Right? So
I don't know why you do.
Well, because it's fun and it's cool. It looks cool. Like, it's artistic, right? You can appreciate and believe that when I've done crazy banana colored eyeshadow,
Yes.
I was doing it because it was fun, not because I'm, think I need to appear more beautiful from a superficial manner.
Yeah, but
right?
you're also not someone who has devoted their entire artistic outlet or passion into makeup specifically. So I'm not sure if you're the best example either. I guess
No, but the fact that I can do it without it being a vanity, superficial project proves that there are people who do it for similar reasons.
Sure,
right?
sure. And I think, I can think of some examples of smaller people who don't seem to be, embodying the worst aspects of that sort of superficial influencer culture as well. I guess one thing I'd add to this, I saw an interesting observation from Australian beauty guru Chloe Morello. Is that her name? You know her? Yeah.
She's funny.
She tweeted out something the other day that most of the toxicity in the beauty community is from men who are prominent in the beauty community. And I don't think that's a coincidence either. So I think maybe there's different expectations for men in beauty than there are for women.
Yes, I did see that, and I found that interesting. There is also far less men in the beauty community. So are we just biasing our assessment of that because there's just less men to observe in the community at all? So we're noticing the toxicity more there? Or is it because the largest beauty gurus at this point, a couple of them are men?
And why are there men? It seems to me that there's much more talented female beauty gurus, but it's almost like there's different expectations for men to some degree.
Maybe different expectations of behavior and what we're willing to forgive people
But also
for.
talent. Some of like the biggest male beauty influencers aren't particularly talented from what I've heard from people who seem to know makeup.
Well, let's be fair. We're not really judges on the talent level of makeup gurus.
All right, let's just get off the makeup talk. Okay, that's enough makeup talk.